Guys, welcome back to another Get On With Maths video. Today we're looking at adding and subtracting fractions. Hopefully you've already had a look at our multiplying fractions video, and we'll have a division one as well. But I just want to point out that the method for these is slightly different, okay? So it's worth paying attention and making sure you're confident with all of your different fraction operations, but particularly this one, as both of these two adding and subtracting methods I think are really similar, okay? So, as always with these watch, try, check videos, what I'm going to do is I'll show you a question, I'll go through it, I'll then ask you to pause the video, have a go at a couple of your own, and then we'll go through them all together at the end. So here are our first questions. You'll see I've put an addition question at the top there, and I've put a subtraction at the bottom. So the question says, work out 2 over 3, add 1 over 5. I know it's an addition question because helpfully they've put an add sign. They're nice guys, these examiners. So what we're going to do now is think about our method. Now what I want you to do when you're thinking about adding and subtracting fractions is you need to make the denominators the same. As soon as you do that, life becomes a lot easier. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write out the question, which was 2 over 3, add 1 over 5. And I'm going to look to make those denominators the same. And the easiest way to do that is to times them together. So I'm going to do 3 times by 5, which is 15. Again, I know my 3 times table, very helpful. Okay, and those are my two fractions. And then what I want you to do is think about, what did you do to this 5 to turn it into 15? Well, you timesed it by 3. So now you're going to do the same to this top number. Okay, and I'm drawing an arrow there to help me out. 3 times 1 is 3, so that's going to live up there. And then again, over this side, what I'm going to do is, how did 3 here turn into 15? Well, I timesed it by 5. So what I need to do then is to do the same to the number up here. So 2 times 5 is 10. Remember, it was an addition question. I pointed out that that was helpful. So put an add sign in there. Probably draw a better one than me. What you're going to do now, guys, you're going to add together your numerators, but not your denominators, okay? So what happens now? I've got 10 add 3, so I've got 13 over 15, okay? Don't add the two denominators together, okay? You'll get the wrong answer and you'll look very silly, okay? So that's all you've got to do, 13 over 15. Now I'm going to do this subtraction question now, and look how similar the method is, but then obviously there's going to be a key difference. Oh, there's a pigeon knocking at the window. He's obviously very keen on fractions. So 5 over 7, take away 2 over 3. My method is going to start the same. Make the bottoms the same. So times them. So 7 times by 3 is everyone's favourite number from a couple of years ago. It's 21. Now, how did 3 turn into 21? Well, you times it by 7. So you're going to do the same to the top up here. 7 times 2 is 14. You're then going to do 3 times 5 is 15. Okay. Now remember, this is a takeaway question. So put your takeaway symbol back in. Just do your subtraction on the top, remember, don't need to mess around with the bottoms there. 15 take away 14 is 1 over, and then you've got your 21 there as well. Guys, all together, this is worth 4 marks. It's an absolute steal of 4 marks, okay? It's really, really simple, but practice does make perfect. So, on that note, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put another 2 questions up on the board, 1 addition, 1 subtraction. Have a look at the questions, pause the video, and then see if we come out with the same answers. So your 2 questions are up there now. You've got 2 over 5, add 1 over 7. And at the bottom there, you've got 11 over 12, take away 5 over 6. Pause the video now, guys, and have a go at them. Okay, we're going to go through those now then. So, first question then, I've got 2 over 5, add 1 over 7. My advice from before was make the bottoms the same. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to times those together to get 35. Okay, and now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to look at timesing upwards. So how did 5 turn into 35? Well, you times it by 7, so do the same to the top here to get 14. And then do the same over here. 5 times 1 is 5. It's an addition question. Add the tops together. You should get 19 over 35. Have a look if you can simplify that one. Hint on this one, you can't, but it's always worth double checking because I'll give you an extra mark, okay? So it's an extra free mark just for simplifying things. This next question here says work out 11 over 12, take away 5 over 6. I don't know if you spotted anything with this one, but on this one here, if you had a look at it, what you can do is you can just change that denominator there and make, on this one here, you can actually make it into 12 by just doubling it. So my cheat for this one, I'm actually going to write 11 over 12, and I'm going to take away, and I'm going to times both of these by 2, so I've got 10 over 12. I wonder how many of you times them together and you had 72 on the bottom and you had this huge fraction that you had to then simplify. Well, let's see if we get the same answer. 11 take away 10 is 1 over 12. And there we go, that's it. Look, all together now, 2 marks here, 2 marks here. That's another 4 marks banked in your exam. Guys, remember to watch, try and check these videos to make sure you can do them. And I'll put another one on soon. Thank you.